guys, it's me, it's Hawk here. I'm a member again? Well, yes I am. And am I going to be this Arctic wolf forever? Well, actually no. I have a new mascot, and it's going to be a lion. It's in the works. It's probably not going to look like this for very long, but, I thought I'd change it up a bit since I really do like Animaljam's lions. And I won't be making videos for a little while, so sorry about that. I have something to do for a week or a little bit more, so yeah. But what is this video about? Well, this video is about Animaljam Safety. And safety on the internet is very, very important. Do you know why? Because there are strangers on the internet, and as obvious as this might sound, you really, really, really do not know who they could be or what their intentions are. So, this is about safety on Animaljam, or just in general. So, this will not cover everything, but this is a good idea of what to do. And of course, if you want more knowledge, or just more of an idea of what to do if something happens to you, go to the Chamber of Knowledge and play the little safety quiz. And you can also go down to the rules at the bottom of the page. If you have any questions or just any help, there's also a help and safety. So that is something that will be very, very helpful if I do not say everything that you wish to hear, or you're confused about anything. Of course you can ask me, but you can always check out those resources. So first off, I'm going to get into the rude jammers of Animaljam. And what I mean by rude jammers of Animaljam, say they'll just jamagram you saying, oh, they're just like being mean to you, like, oh, you suck, or oh, you're so unrare, whatever they're saying, or nobody likes you. If they say something like that, do not try to retort, or do not try to fight fire with fire. That's not going to help anything. It's only going to make things worse. I advise maybe just telling them to stop, and then of course you block and report them, so Animaljam HQ will know, and they will investigate, and they'll be like, hey, that jammer's not being very nice, and we're gonna deal with this. And that's always something to know. And I know people feel like, oh, Animaljam HQ will not listen, but they absolutely will. I know I've gotten suspended for something I didn't know what, and it turns out I said something that I didn't know, that was wrong. It wasn't immediately after I said it, it was like a few hours. So Animaljam HQ does listen in to what you're saying, and they do monitor what you're doing. And along those lines, if somebody declines your trade, or if you decline someone's trade, do not feel bad. Do not get mad at the person either, because if you go to the Animaljam, your Animaljam player thing, and you go to trade, and you go to how to trade, in the video, it even says, it's okay if you want to decline somebody's trade. It is okay. You don't have to accept it. And don't feel pressured into it by somebody else. If somebody's like begging you, or they're just trying to pressure you into it, if say they're in your den, just block them. And if they're being mean, of course you report them. Or if they're trying to scam you, of course you report them. And just block them if they're really giving you a hard time, as if something really bad's happening, you need to block and report them, and you don't want them bothering you. The block button's there for a reason, and don't be afraid to use it if you absolutely have to. Now, of course, you do not want to false report. I'm not sure if this is the case on Animaljam, so sorry if this is false information, but I know that on several sites you can get in trouble for false reporting somebody. And I'm not sure if this is the case on Animaljam, so AJHQ, if that's not the case, just let me know. And if you need to report someone, I'm going to go to my old account, and I'm going to go here. Say you need to report somebody, and there are all these reasons that you could report them. They could be saying bad words, they could be being a bully, they could be sharing personal information. Of course, when you're on Animaljam or any online site, it's good to keep your personal information personal. It's called personal information for a reason. You do not share it with a bunch of people that you do not know, because you don't know their intentions or what they could try to do to you. They could try to hack you, they could try to scam you, they could cyberbully you, they could be doing something inappropriate, and you just don't want that to happen. If they're doing inappropriate behavior, have an inappropriate username or den, of course, you want to report them, because again, there are little kids on this site, and they should not be exposed to this. And if they are scamming, hacking, or cheating the game, you just report them for scamming, and then, of course, you block them, and that is just something very important. And onto that, I'm going to go on to personal information. Say somebody wants your Skype, or your email, or something else like that. If they want that, do not give it to them, because, of course, that's your personal information, and like I said earlier, you really don't know their intentions or what they could try to do to you. You don't know if they are some creep who would try to do something very malicious, or if they're innocent. And of course, they're always going to act like they're innocent, but you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. And you should only give that information to people you know, say, personally, say like your best friend in real life. If you want to give them that information, fine. But if it's some stranger on the internet, do not give it to them. You would not tell some stranger in real life that information, so do not tell it to them on the internet, much less Animaljam, because of course, even though there are kids on the site, there are, not saying all adults are like this, because I know plenty of the adults on here are innocent, but there are some people who, again, have malintent, and you don't want to put yourself in that situation. You don't want to end up somebody who gets stalked or worse. Like, you really don't know. You always have to be safe. You can never be too safe. And now I'm going to go on to username/password. Now, if you have a username, make it whatever you want. Just make sure it's nothing too personal. Do not put your first and last name or anything like that. Do not put something inappropriate, because, again, there are children on the site, and you really don't want to be exposing them to that sort of thing, and I know their parents wouldn't appreciate it, they wouldn't appreciate it, Ajhq won't appreciate it. It's not fun for anybody. I know you might think it's funny, but it's not the greatest thing to expose a child to, and that's just not something good. And when it comes to your password, do not tell it to anyone unless it is a trusted adult, like your parents, or someone like that. If it's someone like your parents, you should be fine. But even then, you probably want to keep it to yourself, and make sure it is something easy to remember, but hard to guess. So put capitals in there, put sentences in there, random words that you can easily memorize, put, punctuation, whatever you want there, something that you can memorize, but nobody else would guess, or that they would have an easy time guessing. Make it something unique, and don't name it something like ABCDE 1 2 3 4 5. That would be something easy to guess. Do not have it your username backwards or anything like that. Just do not. Just make it easier to remember but hard to guess. And with that, you probably shouldn't keep your password written down somewhere where people could get to it, or like on your computer, like sticking it next to your computer or something like that, because you don't know if, say, a friend comes over or someone you thought was a friend came over and they would decide to hack your account. You just don't know. So if you do absolutely need to write it down, make sure it's somewhere where no one gets to it. Don't tell anybody where you keep your password or anything like that. Just keep it secret. Keep it very secret. And along the lines of usernames and passwords, do not trust Animaljam rare generators or membership generators or spike generators. As much as we want these items, you shouldn't do that, because if they really had a generator, which they don't, duplicating items is not a good idea, because Ajhq will just delete them and ban the user. But, even then, even if they were to, why would they need your password? Why would they need your password? Shouldn't they just need your username and they could send it to you if you're a member, or, trade it to you if you're a non-member? Shouldn't it be that easy? They shouldn't need your password. Do not give them your password, do not give them your email, do not give them anything of that sort, because, again, that is your personal information. Do not send it to them. And do not send your parents' email either, because, what if they try to transfer your account to their parent email? What if they try that? You don't know. There are people who will do that. And you do not want your items that you work hard for to be taken away like that. That's not good. Don't do that. So just be very safe. If anything asks for your username and password, do not do it. You only trust Animaljam.com. Do not trust any Animaljam 2, Animaljam 3, or someone posing as Ajhq. Ajhq will not ask for your username and password, because, they already have it in their database. I'm pretty sure they don't need it from you. They already kind of have it, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure how that works. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, though. But, yeah, keep your username and password to yourself. Do not put it onto any rare generator. Do not give it to your friend. If you really want rares, you can go play the adventures, and you can get some pretty neat items out of them. Return of the Phantom's hard mode if you're a non-member, or just hard mode in general. And oh, there's another person in there. Hello! But yeah, that's just something to keep in mind, because of course you just want to be safe. And if you want a membership, you can get it online, or you can go to your local GameStop or Target or somewhere like that, and you can purchase an Animaljam membership for 3 months for around $15, or online you can do that. Or if you only want to do 1 month, you can go to, of course, animaljam.com, and you can click on the membership thing, and it will have options for whatever you need, and that's just a good thing to keep in mind. Now, on to the next one. As we were talking about rare generators, it is scamming/hacking. Now, I know I made a video, and it was hard to understand about scams to watch out for, but something to keep in mind when you're trading somebody or sending them something is, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Do you really think that if you send them your spike, they're going to give you something better? Do you really think that if you send them your rare item Monday headdress, they're going to give something better? Do you think that if you send your fox hat, they're going to give something better? Do you think that you can really trust them with your items? No, not really. Do you want to know who you can trust with your items? You. You can trust yourself with your items. That's the only person you should be trusting with your items like that. And if someone's like, oh, trust trade, it's a giveaway, don't do it, because sure, they might decline or they might give it back at first, but eventually they'll just take it and run, or they'll take someone else's stuff and run. Absolutely do not do that. And do not give it to somebody who's like, oh, you adopted me, so you have to give it to me if you love me, or something like that, or, oh, can I try on your item? If someone asks if they can try on your item, just make your animal look like theirs, and if you're a non-member, just make your animal their colors, or something close enough, and put whatever item you have on, if you can. If you're a member, just switch to whatever animal they have, and put the items on you, and make it look like their animal, so, technically they're quote-unquote trying it on, but they don't have your stuff, and they can't run away with it. And if somebody asks to borrow something, do not give it to them. Do not give that to them. They will take it and run. And there are so many other scams out there. Oh, I'll give you a membership through refer a friend if you give me this item. Anything like that. If it seems fishy, it is. It probably is. And with that, with hacking, again, do not give anybody your username or password. Do not do the rare generators, and do not say someone's like, oh, I have a membership code, and it's a working one, and they give you it and you're a member. Well, the thing is, they can, since they gave you the membership code, technically be listed under their email at the same time, because they're the one who purchased it through the PayPal. Not entirely sure how that works, but I'm pretty sure it's something similar to that, and they can contact Ajhq, and because of all the information they have, they can be like, hey, this is my account, and this is the little receipt and all that, and they can take your account. It's not good. I'm not sure if that's entirely how it works, but just don't trust anybody doing that. And ooh, someone jagged me. And oh, hey, Liver, please come to my den. No, maybe. But just don't trust those. And of course, don't give anybody your username and password. And with hacking, do not hack yourself. Do not try to duplicate items. Do not try to hack anybody else, because Ajhq will find out and they will ban you. And you need to be a good jammer, not a scammer, not a hacker, and just, don't cheat the game. And last but not least, when it comes to messages, don't say anything inappropriate or that could come across as inappropriate, because, again, there are kids. And I know that I repeated myself a lot, and this is a fairly long video, but, safety is so important, and you can never be too safe, you can never be too protected. You always want to keep your guard out. Of course, don't be paranoid, but don't fall for these. Just be safe. Don't scam. Don't hack. Don't get scammed. Don't get hacked. Just be aware. Don't give people your personal information. And of course, Ajhq will not ask for your personal information. They will not ask for your items. They will not ask for your username and password or anything like that. Because, they probably already have it in their database when you signed up. They really don't need, they won't ask for it. They will not ask for it. And sorry if anything that I said was false. I just want to keep you guys safe. If you have anything to add on, please comment it below. And with that, this is Hawk signing out. I hope you have a lovely day,